Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Bricklets Club. I'm Michelle. This is Todd. As promised, we decided to come down to Disney Springs this morning to check out the new drops. It was organized chaos this morning. Wasn't too bad. Just so you guys know, Disney Springs parking garage does open at 7, but they will not let anybody through the gates or the security until 9 o'clock. So the store opened at 9 this morning. Security opened at 9. So as usual, it creates kind of like a mad dash from the security to Lego. But no worries, there were plenty of sets. I didn't see any that absolutely went. The Lord of the Rings, we thought was out quickly, but they had a whole truck of them. So they brought some more in.
They just kept bringing them and bringing them. And
yeah.
I thought it would be the main street, but
they had tons. So like I said, I probably decided that as far as drop mornings, drop days, I may hang back. If there are sets that you fall in love with, that you absolutely want to have and love, then of course come and get it while it's here. So wanted to do a real quick show you. I'll show you some little tidbits that we took inside the store, and then when I get home I'll show you the sets one by one if you're interested. So we'll see you in a bit. Alright, so here's one I consider, the Genesis, the console. This is 40926. It is $39.99. Looks like they've got just a few of these here. That one is cute. I may consider picking that one up later. That's a pretty good size one too. It's $129. Okay, we're gonna walk over here and see the line before we go, and so we'll just kind of walk and chat. So one of the things I did realize this morning looking back over the sets was the cost of the sets. I don't know what happened, but it does seem like overnight, like the sets took a big price jump. And you know, for the sets that I collect, which are the Disney sets, they do tend to skew younger. So a lot of the sets that I would like as an adult, they're for, you know, Duplo type age groups. But most of the sets that I was interested in were like, you know, I think the Main Street was $3.99.
I thought it was $4.49.
No, it was $3.99.
$3.99, okay.
And then most of the sets underneath that were like $120-ish down. But a lot of like the single figurines that I like for instance, Lotso, which I still didn't see him in there. I'm trying to find him. Pua. Is Lotso a girl or a boy? I said them.
No,
I don't know. A boy. Anyway,
a boy.
I didn't see them. You know, I didn't see him in there. But those sets I would expect to be around 39, I guess, 34, 39. And it seems like the new ones that came out, like the Stitch and I guess Pua, they're like 69. So they're a little bit more than I thought they would be. So anyway, but let me turn the camera.
I wonder if that's what has slowed this line down.
Yeah, because I'm going to turn around real slowly so I don't have to move my camera. And I'm going to show you this enormous line that's formed here trying to get into Lego. So you see there isn't one. So there's nobody waiting. And they're walking straight in. This drop had over 100 sets. So you can imagine, I think they tried to hit a little bit for everybody. Even still, 4 drops a year. I've already seen some that are coming out for August. There's some city sets that I might be interested in, because you guys have seen that I'm starting to play the city undercover game. So I know that if you're not into gaming, join along. I've had some people comment that they missed the walking videos. Now the first video I had to get into the game and kind of figure out what I was doing. But the more we play, we're going to chit chat about Disney stuff and Lego stuff. And so if you want to hear my thoughts, like, you know, wellness, my wellness journey, anything like that, you know, come in, sit for a spell. Hopefully, eventually I will get it live streaming so then you guys can chime in. But if there's anything you want to know, send me a topic in the comments and we'll talk about it. And I hope to see you there. Okay, so we're going to do a quick pause. Let me show you our little bags. Okay, so I'm back home and we may have picked up a few things. So let me show you what we got. Let me show you what we picked up. First up, I don't even know why I got this one. It's the Kakamora. I thought this was so cute. I don't know why. You know, my favorite is Moana. I love both of the movies, or all of them. What is there? 2 now, I think, right? Plus, I think there's a live action coming out, maybe I saw. But aren't these adorable? So I just had to get this one. Love it, love it. You guys could see my desk right now. I've got like monitors and laptops, and I've got all kinds of stuff. I have all my remotes still from the video I did yesterday. I got to get my wired one off and my wireless on. Oh my gosh. Like, look, I got things that aren't plugged in. I'm just like a mess. Hang on, let me get organized. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So this is the Kakamora. It's 43293. This is the one I thought was really super cute. This one was $39.99 at the Disney store. So we did something that I don't know how I feel about it, but stay tuned. I'll tell you when I get finished with all the sets what I did. So I have this one, so I love this one. Of course, I think we're gonna stick with the Disney collectible ones because there's just so many. There was like over 100 sets that came out today. There is no way in the world, I don't think that anybody could keep up with all the sets that they are released. If you can, more power to you, but for us, we're really gonna have to kind of slim it down. So I think I'm gonna stick mainly with the Disney ones and then some that just catch my eye that I like. So, but Disney for sure. All right, so here's the next one. Of course, ta-da! I had to get that one. You know, I got a theme going with the Moana. I love, love, love Pua. Isn't that so cute? I cannot wait. These actually I love the best. Just the characters, simple. I think they're all going to look adorable if I ever get the time to kind of put these together and get them on a shelf. So I was really excited to get this one. Pua is 43292 and it is $69.99. Now, like I may have already said, I was sort of fussing this morning about the prices. You know, I think inflation's got everybody, and I really did notice somewhat of a price increase on this drop. Some of these sets I really expected to be in the $30-$40 range, and they were still like a little bit more than I thought they would be. You know, I don't know how I feel about that. You know, it's definitely not a very cheap hobby. You know, if you buy 1 or 2 sets or you're given as a gift, okay, I can see, but for a collector, when you're trying to collect lots and lots of sets, you know, it can get pretty pricey. So I'm definitely sticking with the ones I like. And I love this one. I sort of broke my rule because next up is this one, which I had to get. And I'm going to say already that I feel bad because one of our really good friends, and I won't mention her name, Melanie, loves this character. But I had to get it because I absolutely love it. Look at that. I have waited for this one. And I know she's going to want it too. So Tony, get ready. You got to get it. So if you need help getting it, give me a call. But this is Peanuts. It's the Snoopy. This one was $89.99. So again, a little bit more. But this is definitely the kind of sets that I like. It's more... it's not like a castle or a play set. I mean, it is a play set, but it's more of just like, what's the word I want? Like a figurine or just, you know, one kind of character. I love these. So I can't wait to do this one. I think it's really cute. So anyway, sorry, Melanie, but I know you'll get it, so I don't feel too bad. Okay, so the next one I got, which this was one that I didn't know they even had until I saw it this morning. I was looking through the list real quick before we went over there just to make sure ones I hadn't missed, and I did see it this morning. For some reason, it escaped my radar. It's not in the Disney collection, but I still had to have it because I thought it was so adorable. Look at that. This is Dobby. It's Dobby the Free Elf is the name of it. It is 76469. Dobby was $29.99. So again, this is, you know, a little better. It was a little more economical for us, for a Lego especially. This is a 2-in-1 set, and it is a build together set, which I thought was really interesting. So that's going to be really cool. Anyway, really cute. Looking forward to that one. And then of course there were no gifts today. They had, the big set that everybody was trying to get, the Lord of the Rings set, and I think it had a gift to go along with it, but there was no other gifts in place. But we did manage to get this Star Wars, the Millennial Falcon, which I think I already have this one somewhere in all of my bag collection, but it never hurts to get a little teeny tiny gift. So shout out to our cashier. Because of what I'm going to tell you in just a second, I think that she just wanted to make a special moment for us, and she did. So I appreciate that. So we got this as a little gift. And then, of course, the thing that I really waffled about, was I going to get it? Was I not going to get it? Of course, I erred on the side of course I have to get it. It's Disney. And to me, it's kind of like one of the castles. If I didn't get it now, I would regret it later. So, curtains aside, here it is. Woohoo! It is the Disneyland Main Street. And I'm really super excited for the minifigs that come in this one. It's got the Dapper Dans, which I cannot wait to see. It's got a popcorn cart, which of course you guys know I love, love, love popcorn. So that's going to be cute. And then it has, of course, the steam truck. So I'm excited. We did see this one put together. I don't even know if I captured video of it. I didn't really stare too long because this to me is kind of like seeing the ending of a book or reading the ending of a book before you actually, read the story. I want to put this together and see it as it goes. So I purposely kind of didn't toil over the samples that were put together at the store. But here's the back of it. Oh, God, it's so heavy. Okay, so there's that one. Oh my gosh, it's like really heavy. I always say that it's a shame. Like, I know these are parts and pieces and they have to fit them in a box, but I do wish sometimes that the pieces were more, what's the word? Like representative of the box. Like the bigger the box, the bigger the piece. And that's not necessarily the case. But anyway, this one was $399.99 was the cost of it. But here's what I did. We had so many points built up from all the sets that we've purchased this whole time. We have been holding our points, waiting for the perfect time or the perfect set to sort of spend them. Today was the day. So we decided to turn in our points. We had $456 worth of insider points built up. And so at the end of today, we got Main Street, Dobby, the Kakamora, the Peanuts, the Pua. Really and truly out of my pocket, I think we spent roughly about $76 this morning. So not so bad. So I'm really happy and thrilled. But, we talked about what we were going to spend our points on. And for us, what better than to have a Disney set for both of us. So now we've got Main Street. We feel good because it was essentially free. And then, I won't feel guilty opening the box and putting it together. Hopefully. Okay, so that's it. So real fast, I just wanted to show you, we had a great time today. Looking forward, I've already seen, I think 4 or 5 sets that are coming available for August. I do want to get a few of those. There are some city sets, and you guys know that I am now playing the Lego City Undercover, which I'm having a blast doing. So I probably will start that once we get this video up for you guys. But I just wanted to show you how they did today at the drops. It was very nice, I call it organized chaos, but in the parking garage, they said that the rules had changed, but the rules have not changed. The garage opens at 7. You can park your car, you can get out, you can stand at security, but they will not open the security line to let you through until 9 o'clock. So even the Lego store normally opens at 10. Today it opened at 9 for the drop. So literally by the time we got through security at the parking garage, walked over to the Lego store, there was no line. We walked right in. We picked up our products. There was a wait to check out, but by the time we left, those lines were small. There was no wait outside. So really surprising that today, I guess with so many sets being dropped, that it wasn't busier. But I think people are kind of catching on that you know, of course, I take that back, though, for the Lord of the Rings, because that one was anticipated, I guess, and there was a lot of people there to get that one. But it looked like everybody was able to get a set, and they still had some available before we left. But like I always say, you know, if there's something near and dear to your heart that you really want to get and you want to go, the drop is the time to get it because you're sure that you can get it in your hands. But if you're willing to wait as well, we did see some other sets that were there available that they hadn't had before. So that was our trip to Disney Springs for the June Lego drop. Let me know in the comments which set would you have picked if you were there. If you love Lego shopping trips, builds, gaming, and cozy content, please make sure to subscribe to our Bricklets Club. We'll see you next time. And remember, it's always better when we build together. See you next time. Bye.